So we're here on the third day of MIPIM. My name is Luc Haynes and I'm the CoStar Regional News Editor. And I'm joined today by Luc-Etienne from Business Immo and also Mark Rose, who is Chair and Chief Executive of Avison Young. Very welcome to you. Nice to be speaking with you today. I'm going to hand over to Luc-Etienne, who's got a couple of questions for you.
Yes, hi Mark. First of all, thank you for being with us on BiTV. It's an interesting time to meet you at MIPIM. Just last year, around MIPIM, Avison Young finalized a refinancing transaction aiming to reinforce your group's financial situation. How has Avison Young navigated this recovery phase?
Yeah, so I don't think anybody would think anything other than this has been a very difficult set of years. But we started in advance. The recap last year was actually 18 months in the works. So, you just prepare the company for cyclical bottoms, which we went through. I'm very happy to say the worst is behind us for the industry. Not just Avison Young, the industry, and I really think that's been a theme for MIPIM this year.
Last year, also, Thomas Canvel, president of Avison Young France, told Business Immo that the group has had strong growth ambitions for France. Obviously, Business Immo is Paris-based, so I have to ask, how do you see the French real estate market at the moment?
So I think the French real estate market is the same as most, and I just want to pause for a second on most. Country by country, city by city, product type by product type, there are differences everywhere. And where I think, for example, that Germany is slightly behind, France has actually been quite stable, still positive on all of the markets. But we have added a good number of people into France. We are growing, the brand is growing, and most importantly, the client satisfaction, is. So we're very comfortable and very happy with the French operation.
No, for sure. And bringing it across the channel just to the UK, I know just before the conference you made a key hire in your sort of offices outfit. So Paul Broad, I actually met with him yesterday and had a very good chat. So he'll be responsible for the Big 9 regional report that you send out every quarter. Just wanted to ask you what the ideas were for the UK in terms of how the business is looking to affect the offices sector in the UK.
Yes, you know what? It's been interesting and almost a little frustrating talking about the office sector in the UK, because I'm not sure people realize how positive the opportunity actually is. So we at Avison Young, and this is really around the world, is deeming 2025 to be the year of the office. And the reason being, Class A assets really continue to do well over the last X number of years, while other product types were struggling. But where there is distress, and there is, and that distress normally comes from someone or some company that has too much debt or unable to refinance, the real opportunity, the real returns are in office. Now, when I say frustrating, I'm still not so sure that we have fully appreciated the impact of the EPC ratings on the office market. For example, we were out to find our new headquarters this year, and pretty much we were limited to maybe 50% of the office inventory in London. So there's a tremendous opportunity here. Obviously, we're in the incremental phase of a recovery. I've been explaining this really the whole week. Recovery is still in 26 or 27. If you want to snap your fingers and say, when are we going to look like we did before COVID? It's probably 26 or 27. But in order to get there, you need incremental gains, and the office sector is going to lead the way, and it's this year.
Okay, that's really interesting. And very finally, obviously we've had a few days of conference now, so just before we head off, just wanted to ask you what your sort of key takeaways have been from the conference.
So two things. One is, I do believe that everyone is starting to see the positives, those, not just the green shoots, but there's activity, there's strength, there's growth. I would be misleading anyone if I didn't tell you about 2/3 of my time is talking about tariffs and the U.S. president. And that is, again, very interesting because I think there's opportunity that comes with that. Obviously, for every conversation about tariffs and potential instability, which I think is a little overblown, you have the other conversation about deregulation and specifically for our industry, ability to get permits. And I'm so happy that the conversations all week have been, it is just unacceptable that there are cities that a mayor will drive and hand you the permit, and other cities it could take 4 years to get your permit.
Welcome to France.
Exactly. And so the whole geopolitical, and again, you really can't get away from the U.S. president. Very positive, very positive on that regulation front. Interesting on several other topics.
Yeah, well, brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time and your insights, and wish you best of luck with the rest of MIPIM.
You're most welcome. The same to you.
Thank you. And thank you all also for being with us. We'll see you soon.